Hey, what it is, YouTube? It's Paradise here, and in today's video, I'm bringing in a story time. My friends don't even know about this yet, but I decided to bring it to YouTube first because why not? I ain't got no videos, so who cares? But anyway, this story time is going to be about my first job and why I quit in the first 3 days.
What?
Yes, the first 3 days. Why is that? Won't be telling y'all here in a minute. Let's go. Alright, so my sister had been knowing that I've been needing a job for a while. And she also works at a Taco Bell, but it's in a different area. So she gets in contact with a manager at a different one in a different area. And the manager's like, oh, come on in next week. We'll get your stuff down and you'll be employed in no time. So I'm like, word? What? Job that fast? That easy? No way. But it was true. I landed my first job that easily, that fast, but yet did I know it was going to be something that I wasn't looking for. But nonetheless, next week comes by. I walk in with the information, social security, ID, driver's license, all that stuff. It's like, okay, I'll call you in next week. Like, yo, man, I'm about to get this job. I'm about to start working. I'm about to get paid. What? Money team?
Money team, what? Money team.
But little did I know that this job, my first job, was going to be a very bad experience for me. I'm going to tell you how and why it was a bad work experience for me for the first time. All right, so I come in again like the next day so I can get my paperwork filled out, so I can fill out some more paperwork. And that took longer than expected. I was sitting down in the front lobby for around 2.5 hours, just sitting there on my phone, doing nothing, absolutely nothing. So then finally she comes and she says, oh, let's get your paperwork and the rest of your paperwork done so we can get you started. So we do the paperwork, and that was that. I sat there for 2.5 hours. My back hurt now. I don't want to work anymore. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, next week rolls around. It is now Halloween. I am working, but here's the catch. I have done no training. The manager just brushed off the training like it wasn't needed. Like it wasn't needed at all. So that kind of confused me a bit. It's like, okay, you got me whipping up the tacos, but I haven't had any training, so I don't know how to do anything. I don't know what goes on what, how to read the screen, how to wrap things, how to bag things, you know, that simple stuff. So luckily there was somebody that was there that had been there for a long time. And they showed me the ropes and how everything was. Very patient guy. Shout out to him. If you ever watched this video, shout out to Zach. If you ever watched this video, shout out to you, man. Respect. But he was showing me everything, how to do things. And to tell you the truth, that was the only training I got. Straight up. Only training. But I pulled through, struggled the first day. It's my first day. Don't stress too hard about it, but I'ma stress regardless. Alright, so I'm thinking, alright, that was a little tough. First day, rough day, manager not there. They just tell me to hop on the line, get straight to it. Alright, cool, so I do that. Next week roll around. I have to come to work on a Friday. And after that, I asked the manager, hey, when will I be doing my training? You had me up here last week, not knowing anything, just working. And she just brushed me off. She brushed me off again and again. Just brushed me off. So after that, I'm like, wait a damn minute. Something ain't right. So she leaves again. Now I'm down to me just working, trying to help hard as I can off of the knowledge that Zach gave me last week, trying to recuperate that in with everything else that's going on in the kitchen. But it's not working out too good. That led to a lot of problems. So they just pulled me away and they asked me, "Have you done your training yet?" And I'm like, "No." She kind of sort of refused to give me my training. She said, "Okay, all right, can you do the simple stuff like cook the chips or something like that, or cook the little cinnamon twist we got?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, it's just a fryer. I can do that." So the remainder of my shift that day, I was cooking chips, cinnamon twists, and that was that. After that, I may have taken out a little trash, and I was done for that day. All right, now after working on Halloween, I go home, kind of, you know, a little flabbergasted about what happened at work, but nonetheless, I went through it, powered through it. I didn't find that I was gonna be working again until like Wednesday or Thursday. And I was supposed to come in on Saturday, which was the 7th. On that particular day was the day when I made my mind up. I had talked to people about this, and I said, okay, if she don't want to give me the training and she's just gonna work me, you know what? I'm done. I want to ask her one last time. And if she doesn't give me the training that I asked for, I'm done. I'm gone, because that's not right. So Saturday rolls around. I get dropped off. I walk in. The first thing she greets me with before I can even ask her, "Is that you smell like weed?" And that kind of, took me off a bit, because I'm like, I don't smoke. So I'm like, no. Must have been something from outside. I just walked in. I said, okay, you look tired. Maybe even more mad. Then the clock in machine wasn't working so I could clock in. So that already made me like 4 or 5 minutes technically late. After that, went back, got my senses together, got my nerves together, hairnet, all that. I get to work. I ask around, I'm like, all right, what y'all need me to do? Since she ain't gonna give me no training, what y'all want me to do? All right, so they first start me off with, okay, I need you to take out all the trash, and after that, do cinnamon twists again. But this time, instead of just cooking them, we want you to cook them, bag them, and put them away. So I do that. So I start off by cooking up the cinnamon twists. You know what I'm saying? Doing my work. It's easy work. It take a little time, but it's easy. After that, I finish about a basket or two full of cinnamon twists, because in each basket it holds 10 individual bags of cinnamon twists. So I have to cook those, put those in a bag, put cinnamon in them, shake them up, put them in another container, then distribute them into bags individually into a basket, and then I take them and put them in like this heating thing that they have. So I get about 30-40% done with it, and then here comes the manager out of the door. Hey, I need you to go hop on the line. I need you to go help up on the line. So I'm already, kind of ticked off at her about what happened previously, and she's kind of sort of refusing to give me my training that I was supposed to get on the first day, second day, training. You just don't go into a job and not know anything and just start working. Unless it's common sense, like, hey, move this furniture. But the thing is, what got me is she kept asking me to go help them, and then they would tell me, I don't know why she keeps telling you to come up here and work, hop on the line with us. It's not you. You might be slowing us down, but it's not your fault. It's her fault. She wants the times to be dropped down significantly so people are happier and the times are faster for her boss, the manager's boss. But she hasn't given me any training. I was actually supposed to be sitting down in the front lobby watching videos. And let me fill you in on something. Yeah, I watched the video, but guess what the video was on? COVID-19 safety. What is COVID-19? That is all that I watched. So you mean to tell me COVID-19 is going to help me do my job? It's going to train me to do my job in a good way to the point where I'm proficient in my work? Oh, so I go back to my cinnamon twists and I'm cooking them up because it's easy. That's what I can do. They need them, I got them. I can do it real easy. So after that, she comes back And she tells me to get on the line again. So I'm like, okay, now she's standing there with us. So they can't tell me to go back and go finish the cinnamon twist. I even asked her if I could finish the cinnamon twist. She said, no, you can finish that later. All right, whatever. Go to the cooking line, the assembly line, and I'm helping them out. I'm telling them, hey, bro, with all what's going on right now in my situation, you might not see me tomorrow. I'm supposed to come in tomorrow, but you might not see me. And, I was kind of strong on that. I was real strong on that. Very, very serious about what I said. Here's the kicker. Here is the kicker to it all. So there's this girl that walks in. And she knows me. So I guess she had the nerve and the audacity to go ahead and start trash talking, down talking. She's like, says some things like, I don't even know why you chose to work here. Why are you going so slow? You're so effing stupid. And I stopped for a second. And I could have did way worse. The manager could have been there. So many things could have went wrong. But I said, just like this, exact words. Look, bitch, I ain't got no training. You gonna have to bear with me or help me. And it was just like that. After that, I continued working. She scoffed off, and everybody just looking at her upside her head because, hey, I'm new. Why are you pressing me? And I'm new. So the manager comes back in, and she's getting on everyone's nerves, including mine, most definitely. After that, I realized it was almost time for me to go. And when it was time for me to go, right there, when I was on the assembly line making the food, I dropped everything and I walked straight out. Straight out. The time hit 6 p.m., I walked straight out. I worked from 2 to 6 that day. Walked straight out. No questions asked. And they just looked at me. My coworker they just looked. Because they already knew. Like, he's not going to stay here if the manager is acting this way, and then you got a coworker acting this way towards somebody who's only been working 3 days with no training, no proper training on anything involving the area, how to cook, how to assemble, anything. I'm just learning from my coworkers, which is not how it's supposed to go there at Taco Bell. So I'm already hot, mad, frustrated. I take my hoodie with me out of the office into the bathroom. I take off the shirt, take off the apron, take off the hat, take off the hairnet. I fold all that up and I put my hoodie back on, put my headphones in, and I walk out of the bathroom. Sit in the front lobby. I didn't drink or eat a thing that whole shift. I was so mad. I didn't even think about it. So I neatly placed my things on the table. I wish I should have took a picture so y'all can see it. I would have showed it. But I sat right there until my people came and got me. I sat it right there in the front lobby, and I got up and I walked out. Let me not forget, before I walked out, the girl again, she comes out of the kitchen and comes to me again saying more stuff. I don't even think none of it. Because why? She got fired. Right then and there. She got fired. She got into it with the manager because the manager walked in the front and she got fired. The manager was even about to call the police on her. But hey, that's none of my business. They can handle that. But nonetheless, like I said, I put my stuff on the table and walked out. That's exactly what I did. And that pretty much concludes the video. I hope y'all like the stories. It's my first time doing it, so of course I'm not professional. And I also did screen record on my phone the messages that went back and forth with the manager, stating on how I'm not coming back because fuck that job. But yeah, I'll leave it at the end. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.